Hello, hello, this is MrChabry. We're back. Let's see if we're facing a team with Ubers. I feel like we are. Okay, this is actually a good team. This is actually an amazing team. Mr. Whiskers is probably the safest lead. Looking at my opponent's team, yeah, Mr. Whiskers probably the safest lead. Powdon is going to be a problem, more than likely. Yeah, my opponent actually has a lot of scary Pokemon. So let me. So if I lead Zapdos and my opponent leads Powdon, I'm just trapped out there. If I lead Swampert, my opponent has two grass types plus Celesteela, who often has grass type moves. I feel like, yeah. So Swampert's not a good lead. Yeah, and Mr. Whiskers can easily intimidate the Hippowdon if the opponent leads off with that Hippowdon. So yeah, I feel like Whiskers is the way to go. Tapu Bulu, which actually is good for us. We get out here with a nice Intimidate. We could throw a Flare Blitz right now. Or Fire Blast. This is a Fire Blast. So it has... It's like what was the Fire Blast made primarily for? I could U-turn. So Tapu Bulu should be faster than us, is that right? Yeah, so I want a U-turn here. Alright, ooh, withdrawal, okay. And there's the Hippowdon. So now I need to bring something in to terrify this little nugget. What do I have that can scare a Hippowdon? These things are like hard to break through. I have no idea how hard they are to break through. Flip turn does about 20-ish%. We're looking at Rillaboom here, who does 75% with a Grassy Glide. I do like that, but I don't want to pop my seeds too early. I think having those seeds might actually help. Plus, if I go Rillaboom right now, my opponent has quite a few things to switch in. So if I go into Swampert, the main thing this thing could do to us is Earthquake, and that's doing nothing because of the terrain. Rocks would be... I'll throw rocks up. I'll throw some rocks. Alright, out comes a Moongus. Of course, I'm not sticking in with this thing on the field. Of course I'm not, because a Moongus is a horrible threat. I could flip turn. I could actually flip turn. I should outspeed this thing. And I don't think I need to really worry about anything onto my Zapdos. No. We'll flip turn and get Zap out here. Get Zap out here. Yeah, alright, Zap. We do have Heat Wave on our Zapdos, which makes it amazing in this situation. I'm gonna go for a Spore, unfortunately. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm gonna just click Volt Switch. Because I don't think my opponent stays in. There's no point for my opponent to stay in. Alright, you're out here. Well, Blissey I don't think really does anything. Keep throwing Volt Switches till I wake up is probably what I'm gonna do. There we go. Okay. God, it's getting bulky. I need my physical attacker. I feel like Soror could be a pretty good physical attacker. Come out here and do some work. Rillaboom is actually a better. But do I want to pop my seed right now? We'll go into Incineroar. We can U-turn pretty easily. Just don't know what to expect from this Blissey. Okay, it's going to set up its own rocks. Okay. Sandstorm has finally subsided. Huh. The grass has disappeared. That's why I didn't want to go into Rillaboom right now. What's Darkest Lariat doing? That is doing hardly nothing to this thing. Wow. This thing is so bulky. Let's go ahead and throw a U-turn, see if we can... what we can do out of that. We're going to see this thing come out. This monster. Nice U-turn here. The Toxapex. OU the Pex. This thing is so synonymous with being hard to break through. Who would break through it easier? Nidoking could actually probably do it. It would be down to a roll, but it could do it. And Zapdos could probably do it too. Nidoking looks like it has a better chance of doing it. So we'll go into Nidoking. And, I think this would actually be an ample opportunity to get a sub. Because I feel like my opponent's going to switch. If my opponent goes into Celesteela, I will be behind the sub. If my opponent tries to attack me with this thing, you know, we'll at least see what moves it's got. I feel like Celesteela's coming out, though. Oh, Amoonguss. Okay. I will take your Amoonguss if you want me to have it. I will gladly take this thing off your hands. Throw a flamethrower. It might have been better to wait on showing flamethrower. But you know, I gotta do as much damage as I can. And there's actually a chance that Sludge Wave wouldn't have really done that much damage. 49% is the lowest, the low roll. Plus, in this range, I could go for an Earth Power. What would my opponent go into? The only thing my opponent really would probably go into is the Toxapex. Expecting that or Blissey, which I'm hoping I could catch the Toxapex. Alright, Blissey it is. thing, there's no breaking through that. So, now, what have we seen on this thing? Stealth Rocks is the only thing I think. And it's probably got one healing move. I need to get some chip damage before Rillaboom comes in. I think that's my best bet. Rillaboom needs to be my sweeper in this. And I need this thing to go away because it is so daggone bulky. I'll throw a Darkest Lariat. Put some sort of chip damage on whatever comes in. It's gonna be this Mungus. Could have easily went back into my Nidoking here. I'm gonna just stick with Darkest Lariat because it should knock it out. Alright, so a Mungus, yeah, that... Alright, here comes this thing, the Toxapex. What can I do to the Toxapex? That's some decent damage. I've got Earthquake on this thing. I doubt Earthquake really does a lot because it is a Toxapex. Wow. That's grassy terrain. Okay. Yeah, we'll throw an Earthquake at this thing. Nice. Alright, Scald. We can actually take Scalds better than this thing can take Earthquake. So that's good to know. Good to know. And I think the Darkest Lariat should do the job. Let me... Darkest Lariat. Oof. It'll be down to a roll, won't it? Well, I feel like my opponent's going to switch. There's no way my opponent keeps Toxapex in here with Earthquake obviously going to take it out. Powdon. Get a nice Darkest Lariat. We're actually doing really good damage to this thing. Getting good chip damage on everything. I do have Fire Blast. Fire Blast does about 30%. Which, I mean, would be good, but I don't want to, you know... I don't think it's time to lose Mr. Whiskers. Mr. Whiskers has been putting in a lot of work. And honestly, it is my best Pokemon to bring in on Blissey. So we'll go ahead and go into Swampert here. Back off, okay. And that's the difficult thing about this team in particular. There's a lot of Pokemon that can heal themselves up so easily. So, like, how do I do this? I'm going to flip turn here. What are you going for, buddy? I go Zap. Will Heat Wave be decent? About 30%. And this thing could have Toxic. But I think I need to keep Zap alive. Yeah, because that Celesteela is there. Rillaboom. Is it your time yet? No, I don't think so. But actually, let's get Rillaboom in here so we can, first off... I think it is time to bring Rillaboom in. It's not going to be like a sweep right here. But I can at least bring Rillaboom in because it's going to be the most useful to bring in here on this Hippowdon. And I can easily go for a knockoff here. My opponent's not going to let me have their Hippowdon. Oh my gosh. What do I do here? I cannot afford to fall asleep. I could probably get Mr. Whiskers out here from Intimidate. Yeah. I think that's what I need to do. Intimidate, possibly pivot out. Can't let Rillaboom fall asleep, man. That would be too much of a detriment. You can Intimidate, or, you know, watch this thing withdraw. I feel like Celesteela might actually come out. Oh, you, hey. I know you. I want to destroy you. Right here, I think a Fire Blast might be best. I think a Fire Blast might actually be best right now. So I'm gonna go for it. I need to keep Zapdos for Celesteela. I'm actually hoping to see Hippowdon come in to take a nasty Fire Blast to the face. If we can get a burn, that'd be Chef's Kiss. All right, give me a burn. Burn, burn, burn. In the grassy terrain. Not guaranteed. But I think we need to go Rillaboom. Because an Earthquake would be too terrible for me. And if we can keep the pressure as we have been, things would be good. Oh, you're in Dynamax, okay. Next Quake, we resist that. Oh yeah, we resist that so well. I'm going to Dynamax. Do you want to Dynamax? I will Dynamax. I think it is time to Dynamax. What do you say? What do you say? We'll go ahead and Dynamax. We will take this Hippowdon. We will take this Hippowdon. 3 minutes till the end of the battle, so this is, you know, as was predicted, this is going to be a tough battle for us, because all of these Pokemon have ways to heal themselves. All these bulky monsters. I mean, I could have Swords Dance there, but you know, I didn't know that he was going to protect there. I did not know he was going to protect. I have to go, you know, the grass move all the time. I really don't see a way getting around, you know, because my opponent could easily switch, but hopefully if that is the case, we can still, you know, pull through. I really wish I did go for Swords Dance. That would have been so lit. That would probably been... Well, I mean, Celesteela still lives. There's no way I was going to sweep Celesteela. There's no way you can break through Celesteela without something that specifically, you know, can take it out. There it is. I was just talking about you. I was just mentioning you. Zapdos in here. Yeah, let's get Zapdos in here. My opponent's hoping that the timer runs out and they have a little bit more HP because, yeah. That's what my opponent's hoping for. That all these Pokemon that have Regenerator build up enough health. Oh, you're going to protect here. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it matters. Matches. And we lost because of the HP. Okay, so that was a long battle. We actually made it with all 6 of our Pokemon to the end. So unfortunately, that didn't... I feel like if there wasn't a timer, that was going to be one of those really long battles. Anyway, if you like this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I will see you in the next Pokemon video.